Today, from Seattle, Washington, this is the NFL on EA Sports. The Seattle Seahawks taking on the Las Vegas Raiders.
With Mount Rainier in the distance, there are few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect day for football at Lumen Field in Seattle. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the former Auburn kicker Daniel Carlson to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. Taken in at the 3. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
The secret to his game and his success, incredible chemistry with each and every one of the guys who catches passes with him. And not only does he ask them to stay after practice or meet him before practice, he actually demands it because he knows if they have that kind of chemistry built up, they're going to be hard to beat each and every ball game.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game. Or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now they'll run it again with Penny. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Hunter Renfrow deep to return for the Raiders. And looking up into the sun, he's able to make the fair catch inside the 20-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Raiders football 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
I think he thought he had his first read open on that one, but they were obviously ready for that throw, and that's just a lack of experience showing. Young quarterback stared his man down the whole way, and they were more than happy to sit on that route and bring home the INT.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. They'll have very good starting field position here as they try to break our tie, and they start 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Credit the sack there to Chandler Jones.
Chandler Jones is now over 100 sacks in his career and has had at least 10 in each of his last 7 full seasons. Las Vegas, they got real good, real fast when they landed him in the offseason.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They'll drop to throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Now back to throw. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
A 39-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good, and the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards on the play.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They're going to look to throw. Got a man open. It's Darren. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time, they topped 30. So they escaped, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Delivering another one here to Darren Waller. He's got it again. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, snapped at the 11. Trying to run for it with Jacobs.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll look to throw here. It's complete to Drake. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here, because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble.
Ready? Panther 60, Panther 60. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Yeah, let's get set. Set, go.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Inside handoff, Penny trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle. Nothing after one on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. And his throw here's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And that'll make it 3rd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. He's got his tight end fan. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Running left, it's Penny. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs. Keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They'll set up to throw. This is the tight end fan. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 31-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Going right back to Fant. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And 3rd and 1 now. look to throw again. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is at 50.
On the draw, this is Penny. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Rocky Sin. And the Raiders are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And, look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Caught outright by Renfro. Just a gain of a couple there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 10-yard line.
Ready? 6 right there. 56.
He'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Love his pocket awareness, able to slip out of the sack. But once you take your eyes off the receivers, once your eyes come down and you see the rush, hard to get back downfield and find an open target. Fortunate, that one just wound up as an incomplete pass.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
24-yard gain on the play. And the Raider first down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that is incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
56.
Back to throw again. And the pass complete to Waller on the out route. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Second quarter. 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Now this goes out wide for Drake. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
First down now, but the clock continues to move. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. But he's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with second and a couple.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 21. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
On first down, Drake. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. Renfro bringing it in over the middle. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll set up a throw. Back to Renfro again, complete. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the Seahawks 5-yard line.
Flush to his right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Deshaun Jackson as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is, what, 3-to-1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, BG, thanks very much. And welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports halftime report. This game's had a little bit of everything thus far, and certainly plenty to look forward to as the teams are right back out there for the second half. So we'll get right back out there as well, as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
He gets it complete to Jackson. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think they were looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed, I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. slant to Adams. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
A first down for Davante Adams in his first season with the Las Vegas Raiders. Over the previous 2 years in Green Bay, he led the NFL in receptions and touchdowns, and he's building off of a 123-catch, 1,500-yard season. Now, of course, in Raiders black and silver instead of Packers green and gold.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Flushed out right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
They'll look to throw. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And able to use the stiff arm to gain leverage initially, but not much room thereafter. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Jacobs. Now the stiff arm created some space initially, but he's taken down not long after. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get it.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind-melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Penny. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
Again, it's Penny. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
We finally got the breakout from Penny that everyone, especially those in Seattle, had been waiting for. He went over 130 yards in 4 of his last 5 games, finishing with 749 for the season. The former first-rounder led all players with a 6.3-yard average per carry.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Penny, a first down carry. And some room to roam now. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 56 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Penny up the middle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 7 yards there and a first down. Now it's Penny running right. And he's got it down to the 28.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. When we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
2nd and 2. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. So on 4th down, here's Jason Myers for the Seahawk field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Myers' kick is good. And a 2nd field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. All right, right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Pass over the middle tipped, but he still brings it in. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, sure looked pretty coming off of his hand, but sometimes you might have to take a little bit off of it. That one looked a little too hot to handle.
Yeah, but off the tip, hey, they still got the catch, right?
It's amazing, isn't it? Even when it goes wrong, it turns out right.
2nd and 5. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
Now a run up the middle with Drake. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Cody Barton there to bring him down. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
It sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
And he'll look downfield for Waller, and that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
The offense on 3rd down can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. Now back to throw. Buying time to his left. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Now the ball now going back over to the Seattle Seahawks offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Here's 2nd and 8. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He'll get this out wide to Penny. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now here's Michael Dixon, standing just outside his own goal line. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Open man, that's Renfro. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine.
56.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive. But sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose. And just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Take a knee. Second and 11. Jacobs going to try the middle. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. You can really tell right now both sides have amped up the aggressiveness. That time the offense winning the aggression battle.
And the defense was obviously aiming for the football, maybe a little bit more so than the runner himself, and that's why he was able to break through and get the gain that he did.
The Raiders likely going to get out of this with a victory as they take a knee.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Seattle, so long, everybody.